Hi everyone, I'm back to share with you days 22 through 24 of my December daily. Starting with the 22nd, I had a picture that was just of the lighted wreath that's in my window in my scrapbook loft. So that was my only picture from this day. So I thought, well, I'll just blow it up really big and let it take over the whole page, and I printed it out on matte photo paper. But what was nice is that because my previous page with my Peace on Earth one, the circle went off the side, so I was able to put my wreath position so that it would fill in this space here, and then I attached it and cut it out. And so this is all just digitally done in the background, but this is a 3D chipboard, the Celebrate ornament, with another holly piece that I attached here. And then this is a twine that I got from Michael's at Christmas time, but you see it's got wire in it, so it really holds its shape up, which is really nice. And then down here I just added the number 22 and cut it out on my silhouette, and then I added some glitter to that. So that pretty much takes care of the 22nd. And then it's just full. It's not holding up here on the book just because the book's getting so full now, and it's on my little music stand here, so it's just falling off the page, but it really is straight here in the book. Anyway, on to page 23. This day I was just getting ready with all the Christmas presents for the kids and everything, and first of all, up here in the corner I had made these little envelopes for Simon and for Caleb to put their Toys R Us gift card in, and I just wanted to somehow incorporate that in my page. So I have this little, it was a piece of paper from October Afternoon, Santa's List, and what I did is I digitally added on Simon with his bow, his little label, and Caleb, and then I got a little image off the internet for the Toys R Us. So this is all printed out on my printer, and then I cut it in a banner shape, which I didn't completely glue down to the page. And then I added these two pins on either side to hold the banner. And then this is just some thickers, chipboard stickers, and then some other stickers which are glittered. And then this is just a picture of me holding the Dora doll that I got from Grace. I just love this doll, and I couldn't find it in the store, and I found it on Amazon, and it came just in time because I needed it for the next day, so I was really happy about that. And then here is just some 3D stickers that I put on there with the presents, and then some journaling across the bottom. And then what I wanted to point out here is that this Santa Claus, which is printed on the background paper, actually came from a card set that I got in the dollar section from at Michael's. So it came with, I think it was about 8 cards, and this is what the card looked like to begin with, and I'd scanned it in my computer, and you can see the candy cane along the bottom I used as a border, and then here I made him slightly bigger, and then I added some glitter, you can kind of see that, onto his cuffs and around the trim here on his suit. And then this part here, which was a little watering can, I just put a 3D element over that, which was his sack with the presents. So I like how that turned out a lot. That's really cute. I just love the image, and I like that I was able to incorporate it into my December daily. So that's pretty much day 23. And then now on to day 24, Christmas Eve, is when we spent the day up with our family. It's my sister and her husband and 4 kids. And so this was a busy day of pictures for me. I think I had about 600 pictures to choose from, so it really was a lot of work. Actually, it's easier when I only have 1 or 2 pictures to do for the day, but when you have so many to sort through and edit, that it was difficult to make the decisions. But I narrowed it down, and I made this day into 2 days. I mean, not 2 days, I'm sorry, 2 pages. And I also wanted to add a flap to each page to even give me more room. So you can see I've got this here to add some extra pictures. So what I've got here is just the title work, which is just some well, these look like thickers, but actually these are chipboard, and they are from the old Heidi Swapp collection that she put out a lot of those chipboard letters back several years ago. And then these letters are from Basic Gray, and this is the little Recollections bird. I used him earlier in one of my layouts in my December daily. So then this one here, this is a big snowman that I used from the Me and My Big Ideas collection of chipboard that I'd gotten at Christmas time. I like that I'm able to use some of the cuter, fun things when I've got the kids and that to do layouts for. So I enjoyed using the snowman here. And he didn't have arms though. So I had some paper that was a winter scene, and there were branches on a tree, and I cut those out, you can see here, and just added to give him some arms. And since this is flat, I wanted it to look like this was going underneath, so I cut away this part of the limb and just added that on here. And then I added some buttons, you can see that on there, with some gems in the center. And then on the bottom here, this is just a puffy white flourish that I got from Me and My Big Ideas. It comes on this little package here, and I cut the pieces away and I made them into this little flourish here that looks like snow. It's supposed to look like snow anyway. So this is the front part of this beginning of this layout, and then this opens up here like this, and what I've got is my journaling. And I just printed that out on my printer on photo paper again. I love the matte photo paper because it gives a real satiny finish to everything, and it doesn't really look like it's a picture when you're doing especially graphics. It's nice. And then here I've just got all the pictures from starting out from the day. This here, if you recall, I did another video about QR codes and incorporating them into your layout so that you can scan with your iPhone or whatever smartphone and bring up the video on YouTube. So this is the kids all singing, and they were waving and everything to Grandma. That's my mother, and she's in Canada, and we're here in California. But this is a shot that I took off my screen just of the video actually. And so I think that turned out pretty good. And this is the QR code that you can scan and bring up the video. So then down here I just have some title work that I got off the internet. And this looks 3D, but it's actually flat on there, the heart. And just some cute pictures of the kids opening some presents. And this is actually Grace. Thought it was so cute with her walking with this big present. This was, her birthday is January 3rd, so actually I gave her another present separate from the Christmas present. So she came out to the car with me and she got her present and she's carrying it back in the house. Isn't that just so cute? Anyway, then on to the next side of the page for this day. Again, I have another flap here. And this one I have an element here. Digital element. This is all printed digitally, and this is a digital element brush on there. And what I wanted to show you, I've shown you on another video, is that I sometimes pop things off. I haven't glued this on yet, by putting chipboard on the back to raise it up so that this will go on top and pop off the page. So I just take a piece of chipboard like this. This is a pretty thick one, but all it was the backing to a legal pad. But it's really quite thick, and anyway, it gives some dimension to the page and a lot of stability, whereas the pop dots can sink in the middle. So I like that a lot, and I added a little bit of Thickers glitter to the side, or I called it Thickers, I mean Stickles glitter to the sides of the edge of this. Just a little tab up here, memories, and then on the inside just some more pictures. And this was what was in this gift. I got her a little ballerina outfit, so then she put that on here. And then she does some dancing, and I have another QR code, and with that code it just brings up her doing her little ballet dancing, and she can go right up on her toes. Actually, she bends them over and goes around and around in circles. So anyway, it's cute to have that. And this was just at dinner time. this looks like these are the same pictures from Faith's first birthday a couple weeks ago, but actually she's just wearing the same bib. This was Christmas Eve, and she's laughing and throwing her arms up in the air and everything. Just so I wish I had a video on that, but I don't. And then this is Grace with her new Dora doll. And here I caught her all by herself. She was reading, and I snuck a few pictures of her there, just reading with her Dora doll and her Dora book. Just some more opening presents, and these are just the boys at dinner time. So then this is the inside of the flap here, and this is the boys. They're outside playing with my husband, Tony. And I've got a little video of that, so I put another QR code there. And then this is Faith and her parents. That's my sister and her husband. And this is just a little quick 30-second video, but they're just taking her on the slide there. And then again, this is the same sort of card that I got from the dollar section at Michael's. And that's what the card looks like. And I scanned it, and I deleted the white background, and then I put it onto my pattern background. This is the light blue snowflake. I'm not sure if it's showing up in the video, but I did that. And then what I realized after is that I also had these from the dollar section, and see, that's a little bit smaller, but I'm thinking I can probably add this to this center. It's almost exactly the right size, so that would be perfect. Anyway, and then finally I've got this just picture of everybody here, and so that closes off the flap. So that pretty much takes care of through the 24th, and I'll just have 2 more days to add in for the 25th for my Christmas Day, and we're done with the 2011. So thanks for stopping in.